Oh! Hello. It's me playing video games once again. There was a job fair at my college today, and I couldn't go to it because all of the parking was full. Like, that's fucked up. I need to get a job, please. I need to make money, please. Why am I going here? I'm supposed to go back to the library. The best location in the game. What do? I really like the music for this area. The door closed again. Let me check and make sure I didn't fuck up last time I played. And let's make sure I can still open blue... Yeah, okay, those are open. Okay, blue doors. Okay. Okay, I still have the blue thing, which means I can go to the library. Good. I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem lately. I finished the Alucard route in 3 houses and was like low-key frustrated after playing it just because I'm really not a fan of the storytelling in that game. Oh yeah, give me that good music, baby. Yes. And I know in older Fire Emblem games, the story isn't necessarily better, because the stories in old Fire Emblem games are super basic, but on the merit of being basic, there's less story to go through, you know? It's just less of a focus of the game. So I've been playing Binding Blade. I think I'm going to play through all of the Game Boy Advance ones, and then the Wii ones. I've played all of the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblems before, but it's been a while. I've never played Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn before, so I am interested to see how that goes. I mean, I've heard good things. Oh fuck. 2 of you. Headshot, headshot, headshot. Oh, you're not dead? Okay, cool. There we go. I don't remember what door I need to go through to get to the 3rd floor elevator, but I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm enjoying Binding Blade a lot right now. It is, you know, about as simple as they come in terms of storytelling. An empire that was allied with a kingdom turns out to want more power and betrays them. And, you know, a bunch of stuff like that happens. It's interesting. I played Blazing Blade first. Icicle. That's a funny weapon name, because it's like an icicle. So it's interesting playing the... I don't think I ever finished Binding Blade, so it's interesting playing the prequel to a game that I've played and completed. There are some, like, growing pains I'm kind of adjusting to, some aspects of going back to older games in the franchise. Like the fact that your party members are not super significant. Oh, can I have my spell? What's up, bud? Yes. Fire Rage. Hell yeah, dude. I don't need a fire spell right now because I've got this cool staff, but thank you anyway. Fire Emblem... Ooh, don't want to fuck with that guy. Older Fire Emblem games are not, you know, perfect. I still think Awakening is probably the best Fire Emblem game by my, you know, measurements. I haven't, like I said, haven't played the Tellius games. Can't comment on those. But the old GBA games are super worth going back to. Yes, they're flawed. There's, like, in a game where permadeath is a thing, party members feel a little disposable, you know? Like, in a weird way, the party members you start out with are generally better than the party members you find later on, because you've invested more in their stats and stuff, and will oftentimes, like, for example, I'm currently playing through Chapter 8 of Binding Blade. I've been playing and replaying it, trying to keep everyone alive and prevent the thieves from getting all the good items, and it's been a bit of a struggle, which I like. I like that it's hard. But it's funny, you get 3 new units, which is a lot for one level. Alright, no more goat head. Oh shit, can you not? Are you immune to magic damage, my guy? No! I didn't know that could happen. That's so funny. Okay, I guess I gotta go back. Load. That's so funny. Oh, damn. Alright. The Wand of Power is not. I need some. Vampire Hunter Sword, 26 damage, 29 speed, 66 damage, 14 speed. This guy's 77 and 18, so just objectively better in terms of those stats, which are the ones that I'm interested in. Skeleton Axe is decent. Heritage Sword, nah. Elfin Longsword might be worth going back to. I kind of like playing from afar, so let's crossbow and go back to where I just was, baby. But you get 2 knights and a mercenary. And I like to go through and read like the growth rates of new party members so I can prepare for like what sort of equipment to give them and that kind of thing. And it turns out that all 3 of the units that you get in that chapter are just worse than units you already have. You have a mercenary from the early game who's just objectively better than the one you get, and a mercenary and a knight that you start with is way better than both of the ones you get, and it's not like there's enough promotion items in the game for you to have more than one armored knight. It's not super viable. So it's just funny. I guess the thought is that if the one armored knight you start the game with has died by the time you get to this chapter, they're giving you like a second chance to have one in your party. Alright, let's see. Finally. Can I read this? The goal is banished the entire Fani castle. The castle was eventually discovered during the Crusades and became a focal point for conflicts. Oh shit! Vampire Castle, cool. What the? Ooh, a whole new area? Hell yeah, dude. I love that. But yeah, it's just, I understand the Laetus Chasm. Don't like the silence. I'm not a huge fan of that. Oh shit. Oh my god. Woo! Nice save, me. But yeah, I get the thought process. They want to make sure that if your knight dies early on, there's chances to get more later. They give you like 3 versions of the same character because they don't expect you to play the game without losing a couple units. But it is funny because I am obsessive. If someone dies, I go back. You know, I start the entire mission over again. But I'm willing to let the new bad units die to keep my old good units alive. So it's a very different way of playing modern Fire Emblem games. I usually will play like Awakening and onwards, hard mode with permadeath turned off. But I play games where permadeath can't be turned off on easy mode because, or not easy mode. I don't think they have an easy mode really. Like they're all pretty normal mode as far as difficulty goes. They're good. Binding Blade has been good so far. My only issue would be the lack of promotion items. Just because, like, I was playing the round and there were some enemy thieves who were going through and oh shit. It's a Rosetta Stone kind of a thing. Interesting. But I kind of, you know, I had good weapons for everyone. I had been pretty frugal and had money if I needed to buy other weapons. This is a pretty small area. Dear traveler, I went out searching for blessed wind and leap of faith? I'm not jumping off of that. There's no way. I'm not going to do that. No. So where does this door go? What? The surface? What the fuck? Does that mean I can leave? Is that... That looks like I'm above the ancient basin, right? That's like where the shulkers are, that little waterfall area. Interesting. It's quiet. This is definitely the shulker area. I'm looking forward to replaying Blazing Blade and... Oh, Demi! Hey, what's up, sis? Oh, yeah, it seems pretty bad. It seems pretty bad down here, so yes. Does it? I haven't seen what's up there. You know what? I did get thrown into this pit for my crimes. So the above world... Oh, shit. I mean, I kind of get what you're saying. It does look like that. That looks pretty bad. But I don't think the right answer is to just not strive for more, you know? It's a little pessimistic. Because down here in the well, other than Wing's Rest, everywhere down here is pretty bad. So... I get why people would want to leave. It doesn't seem easy to make it good down here. Fire Emblem games. Binding Blade doesn't have a split story thing. You know, Fire Emblem Gaiden echoes. Split stories following different protagonists is something Fire Emblem has always done. So I try not to be too negative about Fates and Three Houses because, you know, nothing about it is out of the ordinary. They've been doing it since the second ever Fire Emblem game. But I do think it's better for whatever the stories are to converge at the end game. Or at least for the split to happen early on. I feel like Three Houses, the conflict being between your plot options kind of makes it like they don't do a good enough job writing to make it not seem like one of them is objectively wrong if that's what they were going for. And if one of them is supposed to be objectively wrong, why would I take that route? I don't like the plot of Three Houses. And I also don't like how it acts like it's super customizable in like your character growth, and it just isn't. You know, like I can't. Lysithea is built to be a dark mage, but dark mages are gender restricted. Certain people have like Petra, all the places on the internet say that she's a good wyvern knight. All of her growth rate is... Wait a second. Can I get back up to where I was? Shit. Lysithea's growth rates are all in swords and stuff, but then the only end game sword class that she can be also requires black magic investment, which she's bad at. Lorenz is built to be a dark knight, but you can't mix dark magic, black magic and lances until you're level 30. So you either need to be wasting time investing into one or the other while you're building him up to be a dark knight, or you just focus him on one thing and then you have to scramble at the end game to invest him enough to be usable. I feel like that happens a lot. What's up? Do you have anything new to say? No? Cool. I guess I'll go back to the castle now. I am going to try that leap of faith, though. I'm going to go to the library. I'm going to go to the chasm, now that I have been able to save. And I'm going to see what happens if I jump down that hole. It was frustrating. Like, the final... basic mounted class option, the Great Knight, requires significant heavy armor and axe investment. Something that I don't like. Why, if I have Sylvain or Ferdinand, I'm not going to put that on either of them. I don't think Cavaliers or Paladins can use axes to begin with, and neither of those classes require heavy armor investment. So now I'm, there's 10 chapters left in the game, and I'm making a mad dash to put all their investment into stuff that hasn't been relevant yet, or else I can't get them to their final class. And if I don't get them to their final class, the last few chapters will see them getting one-turned by enemies constantly, because their stats aren't up to snuff. So I really am not a fan of the way stat progression works in Three Houses. Binding Blade, like older games, are far less customizable. Up until Sacred Stones, they didn't even have split progression paths as far as I'm aware. But it never feels like I'm being tricked or wasting my time. Told me to take a leap of faith, and I took it. Didn't get anything for it, though. 2 deaths in 1 episode. That's not common for me. Oh well, to the castle I go. Yeah, I shouldn't complain. I really like Fire Emblem games. Binding Blade doesn't have a lot of... Like, one thing I think Three Houses is decent at is maps. There's good map variety. Like, every map in Binding Blade so far has been a town, a castle. There's been a few, like, wilderness maps, but, like, just the map design hasn't been super interesting. And I'm only in Chapter 8, obviously, and they've still been well-designed, just not crazy interesting. But I'm hoping that maybe some kind of stage, like, map gimmicks will show up. Like, Three Houses was good about having, like, you know, special artillery, so specific units could stand and use, like, ballista or those fire orbs. It only shows up once, as far as I'm aware, but the Fog of War is always nice to see. It's in every Fire Emblem game. If it wasn't in Three Houses, I would riot. But also, I think it only shows up once, which is like, older Fire Emblem games, there was an entire staff type for lighting up misty areas because Fog of War was like a big deal. So it feels underutilized in Three Houses. Sacred Stones might be tied with Awakening for my favorite map design of the Fire Emblem games I've played. I really like, you know, chopping down dead trees to make bridges in early maps. You know, Fog of War is there. I especially like the monster classes. Dear lady. Wait a second. I've been here already, haven't I? I've already read that. What did opening that blue door do for me? And what does Bloodweed do? And what am I doing? Have I been here? I'm so confused. I should have been paying more attention and talking less about Fire Emblem. But I like unique map design. It's the same way in Dungeons and Dragons. I always try to include interesting, not like map gimmicks, but interesting, you know, like, my party was fighting these mutated spiders, and they were doing it in this web-filled cave, and there was, like, you know, web difficult terrain. There were these egg sacs from the spiders, so if someone made a ranged attack at a target within a certain distance of the egg sacs and missed, it would, like, cause the egg sacs to explode and baby spiders would come out. I feel like it's really important in games like Fire Emblem or D&D to make the maps interesting. Because, like Fire Emblem especially, most enemies can do two things: move and attack. So you need to put stuff on the map to make combat situations more engaging. That's my 2 cents, you know? So I read that already. Came down this way. I drank the holy water. So I went this way. There's gonna be an encounter. My party's gonna have an encounter soon set in a library where they need to find and pull a specific book. Oh, okay, there's the door I need to go to. They need to find a specific book and pull it from the shelf to stop other books on the shelves from coming to life and attacking them. Yeah, I can't open that one yet, but I can go this way, good. It's important, maps. This game doesn't need level design gimmicks because enemies have different movement patterns and attacks and that kind of thing. You know? Are you friendly? You are not friendly. Okay, cool. Good to know that you're not friendly. This is what a view. This is a really cool set piece. I'm gonna remember this room specifically. That's what these games need. Enemies with interesting patterns and, like, behavior, and also visually interesting settings so I don't get lost. That's dark. This is the door. The Golden Lance has finally broken Castle Lifanu. While their last army was a pitiful, hopeless display of combat, they won. I have sealed the worst of their damage away? Okay. Interested to see what's down there eventually. I think enemies with immunities and specific weaknesses are underrated. You know? I've talked about that already, but I'm liking this area. This area. Oh my god, more. Okay, let me be a little more conservative with my magic, considering I have a long-range weapon that damages these things. Oh my god, where did it go? Okay. I didn't like that. Is there going to be a dude in here? Oh, I can't open this. Okay. Interesting. Oh, fuck. Ma'am? Okay, she's still... Okay, I see. There we go. Woo, scary. Ma'am? Please no teleporting in the hallway. Secret door? No, okay. Oop. Orb. These guys are no longer, even a threat, which is nice. I don't want them to be threats. Okay, I heard the creak noise. Now that's good sound design. I heard a creak noise, and immediately I was like, oh shit. I know what's about to happen. Ooh, don't want to go near that, it drains my health. That's a cool enemy behavior, leaving little floating balls of fire that deal damage just by being near them. These are cool enemies. They've got the Curse Cloud, they've got a basic attack, they've got their little Will-o'-the-Wisps. What a good game! What a good game! I want to be able to face... I read of those with this gift before. Oh, but the sun. Ha! If they knew what would become of that dim orb behind the fog. Ophelia found this amusing as well. I have yet to bestow her with this, or burden her so. She is so dedicated to serving as a knight that she pledged for it immediately. But that is not what I long for, Ophelia. There are none who stand above us now, none to take away our kinship. No reason left not to pursue happiness in your arms and in your kisses. I must know that she feels the same before sharing this gift. I cannot stand to wait a lifetime. There's some tragedy there that I'm sensing. This is a weird... Why is this here? Okay. There's an item in this room. What the hell is that? Okay, cool. Well, I got a potion. Oh, can't open those yet. This game truly is horror, adjacent to a horror game. Oh, this feels bad. It feels bad to walk down dark corridors, knowing... Oh wait, am I gonna go back underground? Interesting. What the hell? Oh my god. Yeah. Hi, ma'am. I don't know if this was your pet. I didn't want to kill it either. It was charging at me. I like bats generally. This is also a good weapon for long-distance sights, you know? It's like I send out a little... Oh, freak of nature you are. Okay, cool. I love bats. I have as a world-building fantasy boy, girl, whatever, I like making a race isn't the right word. Making a sapient, culturally advanced... Oh, I got it. Yes. Okay, cool. Making a sapient, culturally advanced species of bat folk was one of the first things that I did. They're called the Noctil, if anyone was wondering. I love bats. And I love the idea of bat people. That was so, like, the Blair Witch Project? That was very Blair Witch. Oh, what's this door? Oh. Oh, the curse of Steam Early Access. But yeah, I love bats. There is a book called After Man, Speculative Biology. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's speculative. It's one man's not at all scientifically founded idea of how evolution would carry on after the extinction of humans. And in his idea of the world, an island in the Oceania region, I don't remember what specific island it is, becomes essentially just bats evolve to take on every role that there is. I rub my eyes for tears and to make sure I'm not simply in a dream. My love, my sweet Justina. I never thought we'd be entwined, but we outlived all those who would stand against us. And with this great gift, we'll outlive any others. Okay. So they became vampires together after everyone who would argue against that being okay was removed. Interesting. I'm happy for them, I think. They could be, like, just because you're a lesbian doesn't mean you're not evil. Like, if I have to fight them, I will. Ooh. There's a cockatrice, I think. I love bats. And in this world, bats evolved to fill every ecological niche. And so there are, like, aquatic bats. There are bats where they lose their wings, but their arms keep growing bigger to the point that they run on their arms and use their legs as hands for grabbing. It's very interesting. It's not plausible, I don't think. This guy isn't he's not a professional biologist as far as I know. So I think a lot of it is just his personal speculation mixed in with what he thinks would seem cool. This is the same guy who did the weird Yeti artwork that goes along with the Seasons Greasons poster. So, his art is kind of weird. But I like it. And I like the idea of one being, like the Chiroptera family. Because that's what bats are. Megabats, microbats, Chiroptera. I'm like 8% sure of it. I'm now looking up. Yep, Chiroptera, bats. The order, not the family. Sorry. So the second largest order of mammals after rodents. Damn. Bats comprise about 20% of all classified mammal species worldwide? What? I didn't know that. That's wild. I had no idea. Where am I going? I'm still thinking about bats. Huh. This is giving me heavy Throne of Want Dark Souls 2 vibes. Which is good. Oh, Garrett! My friend. Kind of. I'll come back. I'll come back. Oh. I think this is a walk up. This looks like the lead up to Dracula's throne room in a Castlevania game. So I'm gonna save. I don't want to die a third time. I do not want to lose all my progress. Bats are cool. D&D in, I think 3.5, but it might have been 2nd edition, had a, D&D creature called the Desmodu. They lived in the Underdark, and they were the only good creature that lived in the Underdark, because historically the Underdark is, to a problematic extent, full of evil, like, societies of evil nasty boys. Not that it's inherently problematic to have evil things, but a lot of them are based around slavery. It's rough. So the Desmodu are interesting because they are a lawful good society in the lower dark, the deepest depths of the Underdark. And I've always thought it was really interesting that they exist. Except that, as far as 5th edition is concerned, they don't. So, I just remembered, I have some items. I want to check out alchemy and see if there's any new stuff I can do. But yeah, isn't that weird? Like, the Underdark has the potential to be really complex and also, like, realistically made. But instead it's all bad. Like, I don't know. Seems unnecessary. And getting rid of the Desmodu is just, like, kind of frustrating to me. They were a cool... I don't like the word race in D&D, but they were cool. Do you have any new info? Yeah, you did. Alright. Salutations, Outlander. I love you, Etna. Your design is so fucking cool. Ashes and a fire opal, yellow moral, lotus seed, opal, onyx, lotus seed, angel mushrooms, lotus seed, ocean bone shards. Let's try... What can this go with? Oh! I can make crystal shards! I didn't know that. Cool! Okay. Return, clear, vampiric ashes, fire opal. No? No? Okay. Clear. So vampiric ashes I can't do anything with. Bloodweed, yellow moral, moon petal. Oh, fairy moss! Cool. Can I do anything else with the moon petals? Obsidian ashes. Moonlight vial. Okay, alternative moonlight vial. Recipe. Ectoplasm? Nope. Not even itself. Damn. How about bones? Nope. Okay. Let's go into shards. Let's make some throwing knives. I don't think ocean bone shards do anything else. So that's some throwing knives. What does a moonlight vial do? It's kind of hard to keep track of all the items in this game sometimes. Alright. Got that. I got that cloth bandage. Restores blood and stops any current bleeding. That's a good item. I wish I had more of this. Emits a ghostly flame, keepable. Okay, that's a good item. I don't have any of these. I have this and I don't know what to do with it. I use this. Holy damage. Earth elixir. I don't have any. Fairy moss. Slowly heals the user. Ooh, lunacy. I think lunacy, if I remember correctly, what does lunacy do? It's gotta be in here, right? Lunacy causes magic to deal more damage, you to take more damage. Okay. Where can I see my lunacy level? Lunacy 0%. Okay. So if I switch with how effective lightning is, I could make a bunch of moonlight vials and focus more on magic. God, there's really nothing left to do but, is that a lava area right here? Interesting. I guess I gotta go to the castle. I'm scared. I don't really know that I want to know what I'm gonna find, but I'm gonna go anyway. Yeah, alright. Let's do this thing. This whole area. God, if this were a Souls game, I feel like this would have been a boss arena, and then you would be able to, like, go open up different areas afterwards. This is kind of... I mean, if this is a Kingsfield game, in a lot of ways. So I guess if you would argue that Kingsfield is Proto-Souls, this is kind of like a Souls game, but I don't know. Hasn't been enough. In my opinion, this game could use more boss fights. I like the Abyssal Demons. I think they're really cool to fight in open areas where I'm not also being chased by the Spectre of Death. So I'd love more boss fights. I think there's a boss fight coming up. Kind of hope there's not.
Why do you disturb me? Must I suffer more?
Holy
fools?
fuck. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. Fire damage is not especially effective against you. Whoa. Whoa. That's wild. So, Abyssal Demons are fucking nothing compared to this guy. Whoa, he teleported with the... Whoa. Ooh. This is dope. Man, this guy's got 2 moms. I'd let him hit. Whoa. Oh my god. While I am aware that for some people... Oh my god. What the fuck? While I am aware that for some people the sexiness has increased, I'm not... Oh, he's over there. Shit. I'm not into the demon aesthetic. So that's a downgrade for me. Not that he would care. The rats were hotter than the wings. Why can't I cast? Okay. Fucking... Get out of here, dude! Am I super over-leveled? Because I'm not taking, like, any damage from this guy. He loves being rats. I'll tell you, bud, if it weren't this easy to juke you out when you're doing rat stuff, maybe that would be a more effective attack. Oh, now I'm bleeding. Okay. You know, it took so long for me to get hit by that attack that I forgot you know, I first saw it, and I was in my brain. I thought to myself, I'm sure that is going to cause me to start bleeding. But I didn't think about it after that because it was pretty well telegraphed and easy to avoid. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Enough. You may pass. Beware against.
Woo! That was dope. This game needs more bosses. Ooh, is that another black book? Hell yeah. I can go give this to my friend, and he can read it for me, and I can get a new spell, and I can dee-da-da-dee. Prison arena? Huh. Maybe that was cool. That was a really good boss fight. None of the attacks were super difficult to avoid, but all of them, well, not all of them, but a lot of them had pretty severe side effects. All right, what's up, bud? All right, Garrett. I hope you get what you're looking for, boss. He's probably gonna die because there haven't been a lot of NPCs in this game, and I just get a bad feeling. The NPCs that have been... This game has good NPCs. Patchouli did try to poison me, but she also gave me a potion in exchange for a skull. And she has, like, a cool vibe. So I'm into her. Demi is really nice, and she's my friend. Garrett kinda seems like I would hate him in real life. He seems like he'd be a military guy, but I'm starved for positive interactions, so he gets a pass. Daedalus is my friend. I'm going to go visit my friend Daedalus right now. Did I level up? Yes, I did. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna... I still don't know whether or not what I'm currently using even deals ranged damage. So I might just start focusing speed for a little while. Back to the archives! I can just jump. Who cares? Oh shit. Bah. Bah. My players, I mentioned this in the past, my players are living in this underground tunnel network village. And one of my players, a lot of players were doing like individual scenes with NPCs they wanted to talk to. And one of my players is like, do I need to equip it? Yeah, I have one, buddy. Do I need to leave and come? Maybe I need to leave and come back, and then he'll reset or something. I don't know. But so I had him go on a farm tour because I thought it would be funny, and it was. He went on a tour of a farm in this like underground. There was like a mossy grotto where they harvested fungi and, well, moss for, you know, eating, making tea, making potions, that kind of stuff. This isn't an elevator. Where's an elevator? Man, the ragdoll on that thing was unsettling. But part of where am I going? part of the tour he went on was he got to taste some mushroom wine. In character, he loved it, even though I described it as tasting like dirt and meat. But one of the farms, they raised giant snails. Because you know how you can eat, like, snail meat's not bad. People look at snails and they think it's gonna be slimy all the way through. The slime is only on the outside, not the inside. For snails, slugs are different. Elevator? Elevator? Hello? Elevator, please? Elevator? Elevator? Elevator, please? Hello? Elevator? Where am I? What's happening? You'd think... Okay. Okay. Gotta be this way, right? Nope, that's... I've been here. Well... My navigation skills are terrible. Fuck it. Let me talk to Daedalus again. I'm gonna waste so many crystal shards. Just... Ugh. They raise big snails and they eat them, and they raise big beetles and they don't eat them. They make armor out of their shells, and they use them as beasts of burden. Yes. Alright, I really like that the NPCs call me by name. It's very endearing. I don't want to use another shard, but truly, I don't remember how to leave. Truly, I don't know how to leave. I can make more. And I will, right now. Yeah, I'd love to try some alchemy. Snowflake, obsidian, onyx, use. Obsidian, use. Snowflake, obsidian. Alright, cool. That I might have done pretty much everything. I think I explored the castle pretty thoroughly. I'm assuming the door in the basement stays. That'll be the last thing we check, folks. I'll check if the door in the basement stayed locked, or if beating Alucard opened it. And I think everyone should start a multi-year fantasy world building project. And I mean that unironically. Even if it goes nowhere and you feel like your ideas are bad, it's a very fun creative exercise. Provided you enjoy world building, which I do. But I know a lot of people who talk about how they wish they could have like their own little made-up fantasy world, and it's like literally... Oh, fuck me. That got me. Whew. That real life got me. Woohoo! Alright, is this door still locked after beating the guy? Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, if you ever feel like you have a creative project you want to pursue, but you're not creative enough, worse people have been more confident about it. So, you can do whatever it is you damn well please. Yeah, never feel embarrassed about something that you're interested in. Never feel embarrassed about wanting to do something, even if you're just, like, even if you're not going to write 150,000 word fantasy novel set in your little made up world that you've spent years of your life creating. You're not going to take it that far. That's fine. You're not going to do anything with it. Also fine. If you like to imagine things, do it. Who care? Who care? I'm going to look up, see if I missed anything worth checking out, because like I know that there's items I haven't got. I'm not super concerned about that. But I want to know, like, did I miss doing something with the white videotape? Is there some area I'm missing? That kind of thing. But yeah, still a great game. Really fun update. I can see why it took a little while. The castle is really well designed. The vampire symbols are a really cool, like, key mechanic. I like that a lot. And that was an awesome boss. So kudos, Lunacid developers, if there's more than one of you. And as always, make good choices and treat each other kindly.